Cody with Red Right Hand. Today we're just going to do a quick overview as we've been catching up on our quick overviews on our products. Today is no different. Today we're going to be talking about the RECCE LMG-L, which is also the light. Back in the day, we offered a light for a while, but it wasn't really all that popular because it didn't have heat sinks, so we stopped selling it. And when we decided to make a new IAR, we decided to make the profile compatible, reverse compatible with a 20-inch, as we've described in another video, which you can check out, our 14.5-inch RECCE IAR series, where we talk about the development of the new Gen 2 heat sinks and the Block 4 profile. This is the continuation of that said video, and we'll be showing off the A6 profile, which is the same 850 HBAR profile that's seen on our 14.5-inch RECCE IARs, only instead this is in 20 inches, which is, it's a pretty significant weight change between the traditional 980 LMG HBAR profile to this A6. It's 12 ounces difference. So it's quite a bit of weight. It takes the weight out where, it's kind of needed. You can go ahead and take weight off of like handguards and stuff like that, but realistically, you're taking aluminum away. Metal is more denser and will weigh more to you than a handguard. So when we developed the RECCE LMG Light and did this profile, it was to take the weight out of the front. The goal was to make this wield like an M16. We had a lot of feedback from a bunch of other customers and other guys that are basically making everybody in their squad auto rifle capable. And an M16 weight gun made a lot more sense for a few guys in the group, maybe that are not dedicated auto riflemen, but need to be able to have the auto rifle capability. So that's where the RECCE LMG-L came from, was basically to give you M16 feels, but an auto rifle capable firearm. So by doing that, we took 12 ounces out of the handguard area region, which is out of the barrel, and that helps, make this gun wield way more like a traditional M16. So when you add all your force multipliers, you're not already battling out with the 3.4 pound weight barrel of the LMG HBAR style, which is on our RECCE LMGs. Now you have a 2.8 pound barrel, which is 12 ounces lighter. And trust me, you feel the difference out front. Now, one of the disadvantages with going down the weight is it does bounce slightly more than it would if it had more weight out front. So when you're trying to keep tight cones of fire, the RECCE LMGs with the 980 profiles are like the king of that because they don't move. Because there's a lot of weight up front. Those builds average out easily over 14 pounds. So when you're behind the bipod, they really don't move. On a tripod, they really don't move. Been shooting the L a lot on a tripod and a bipod, you notice the difference when you go between the two. Not that it's not capable. It still shoots really good tight cones of fire, but it's lighter. So it does have some more significant bounce. You'll notice. And I'm talking, it's marginal to most people, but since I shoot these so often, I see the difference. And it's not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, though, it is lighter. It's easier to carry. And you can put more stuff on it and have more, lasers or lights or whatever you need to. It still can be a rifle. It could be your M16, but if you had to get in a auto rifle position, it will absolutely do that. Just like all our RECCE LMG series, it is rifle speed gas adjustments. So this is our standard 733 rifle speed. The gas tube is still stainless, covered in our gas heatsink coil that's made out of nickel copper. And of course, the heatsink system covers the barrel from the shoulder to the gas block in our new Gen 2 HMS system. This profile, compared to this profile, you'll see an advantage with the cooling abilities of this profile and the heatsink systems that are on it, because this barrel takes longer to heat up. Problem is, when this barrel's hot, it's harder to cool off. That's why the HMS system is built the way it is for this. You really won't notice a rapid cool down until you start to heat the barrel up, which takes longer. But then once the heat sinks take over, it stays at a nice, good temperature and cools it off really rapidly as time progresses. Whereas a lighter profile, when you start shooting them, they heat up way faster because there's less material here before you fully heat soak it. That's why the Gen 2 HMS is a little bit bigger And this barrel acts a lot like our IAR because it's basically the same profile. They cool off way faster with the heat sinks because there's more heat sink mass to the actual mass of the barrel. So it's extremely efficient. And that is an advantage if you don't want to have to hold on to any heat, so you want to be able to dissipate it as fast as possible and mitigate any chance of cook off or anything like that, which you would get in a lighter profile, but with these heat sinks you don't have that risk like you would without it. So of course that's all built in. As you can see here, we're still using the Midwest Industries 15-inch quad rails on these. In the future, you're going to see our own rail come back, will come out, and that will go back to a 14-inch rail. And we'll do the round knobs again instead of the little pinched out ones from Rifle Speed, using the 733s. But in the meantime, this has been extremely popular package. People really like the 15-inch rails. We will still keep them. Of course, you'll be able to build RECCE LMG-Ls in the customizer builder as well. You can now select this barrel profile over the LMG H bar in the custom builder, or you can just buy what we believe to be the model you need, which is the RECCE LMG-L, and that's what is offered on the website. These are available. You can go ahead and order them now. We'll have them. They're currently offered in chrome line, but here shortly we'll have nitride as well. So again, these barrels were built for us by Shaw to our prints. They're 1-in-7 twist, 5.56 chambered, and they are 4150 chrome moly vanadium machine gun rated steel. Very accurate. They got this beautiful target crown. The crew over at Shaw turns metal really well, and they built some beautiful barrels. They're shooters too, so you'll be very happy with that. It's built to hold up to the standards that we hold here for a auto rifle built upper. So if you are on the fence because the RECCE LMG is too heavy and you're concerned about overall weight, but you don't want to step down to the smaller brother of the 14.5 because for whatever reason, here's an option that will kind of meet you in the middle with weight and give you all that capability, but again, with a gun that wields more like an M16A4, which is quite comfortable. So, but yeah, these shoot really good. Wish I could add in footage, but YouTube would take it down. So I'm just going to have to look for reels and shorts, things that aren't as affected by full automatic gunfire, possibly, which there is none in this video, of course. YouTube, don't take this down. Yeah, other than that, I'm very happy with these. I've been shooting this one quite a bit. It's just nice. The additional weight reduction does make it easier to trek around with. And I think some people are really going to like that. So this is just a quick video on just a brush over on some of the features of it. Of course, go to our website, redrighthandllc.com. You can go look for the RECCE LMG light on the website, and that will have any more details and more descriptions on the product as well. The Gen 2 HMS system is covered in more depth in our 14.5 RECCE IAR video, which I'll put a link on the bottom here. So if you're curious on what that looks like and how that interacts with the barrels, check that video out. Thanks for everybody's support. You can check us out on all our social medias at Red Right Hand LLC. It's pretty much our handle on X, Instagram. We're never on Facebook, but we do have Facebook. And of course, you can shoot us an email at info@redrighthandllc.com if you have any questions. So, but yeah, the RECCE LMG-L. Pretty proud of this gun. I think you guys will really like these upper receiver groups. And of course, they're available to order now. So go ahead and check them out at our website. And thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.